ahead.
Shalawam. You know, first we want to give all praises to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Microchip.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the sincere. I keep pushing this truth all the world. Shalawam, keep pushing. But hey, we won't get into it again. We out here made it another Saturday, you know. And we're just gonna get into all the wickedness in this fucking queendom, I should say. You know, all the sodomy that's going on constantly. You know, it seems like every time you look around the news, they got a transgender model. You know, so they slowly introducing this sodomy, you know, shit into the mainstream. And you know, who wants to sit in a kingdom like that? You know, where you don't know if it's a damn man or a woman you looking at. You know, you see something nice in a dress, or you thinking it's a woman the whole time. You might think it's a man. You know, we're gonna get some precepts though, you know, just to cast down all this bullshit that's going on. Because the men of the Lord, we tired of looking at this bullshit out here.
Hey, if I could say real quick, in middle school when they teach sex ed, now they're starting to teach about anal sex and anal play and everything to do with the anus.
All right.
Yeah. No, I had some Genesis. This Genesis 5 and 2, it says, male and female created he them.
Gun. The Most High made male and female. There's no transsexual, pansexual, or you can identify as what as you want. It's two sexes on this earth, and that's male and female. You know, that's been the way from the beginning. You know, that way, the way it's created, it ain't broken. So we don't need a so-called white man need to fix it or kind of alter that, you know, because it's perfect.
And called their name Adam in the day when they were created.
Gun.
Because like if you that's like you gotta, the Lord said be fruitful. That's the whole purpose of man and woman, so they could reproduce. There's nothing proper when two men or two women being together at one time. There's nothing proper out there. The Most High don't do nothing in vain.
Hey, Elder Yashawamba posted a little meme saying homosexuals need straight people to be created. Homosexual people can't be created unless a man and a woman get together and pop out a little sodomite.
I got one too. This Genesis 1 and 31. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good.
So, all right. Yeah. Well, the Most High created is good, man. We don't need the so-called white man input, you know, or he think a man should have ovaries, you know, or a man should be able to carry a child. You know, you don't need that kind of wickedness. You know, that ain't the way shit was set up. And you know, that's why the Most High gonna send his son back, Yahawashi, to come get rid of this shit, because, hey, because leave it to the so-called white man. Now they saying if you don't sleep with a man that you bias pretty much, or you prejudice against, you know, the other race. Yeah. That's the way Esau trying to paint it now. So if you like, if you ain't having gay sex, then something wrong with you. You know, so that's fucking complete madness, man.
Yeah, the way how things going now, it's going to be required for you to be a homosexual. Don't let Esau continue doing it, man. He's going to be outlawed to be what they call heterosexual. It's going to be outlawed, man. If you let this man continue going on for another, you know, another 10 minutes, man, he's changing up shit as he go, man. Who wants to deal with a person that always is changing up the rules, man? Every 5 seconds, it's something different. All right, it's another outlook, way of life in his eyes. Because like the brothers went into earlier, this devil only fuck with the anus because he believes that the fastest way or the quickest way to purity is the anus, or really a little boy's anus. That's why they love fucking with little kids, man. What you got it out?
Hey, Aleister Crowley, the beast as he calls himself, says that through sex magic, and this is what they really believe, the more underage boys you pop, you'll become your own god and be able to get out of the realm of the Most High, the Bible, and be a god in another universe.
I got a precept real quick.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 7. And the sodomitish seed shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof.
Yeah, the sodomitish seed, man. What you're seeing now is what you might well call New Orleans Sodom, or Atlanta maybe Sodom. This might be
probably
Gomorrah.
Sodom and Gomorrah. It gotta be one,
ain't it? Right?
You know, one in Sodom and one in Gomorrah.
So
man.
you got San Fran, New Orleans, and fucking Atlanta. You know, like the biggest fucking cities of bigotry. You know, And that's what you see. That's in the air. The spirit that's flowing straight sodomites, you know?
And I think that whole spirit came from Boston, Massachusetts, man, and Portland.
San Francisco too.
Yeah, that's where that shit really pushed. Cause we know, like the brothers kind of go into time and time again. When we was coming up, at the tail end of growing up around the age of 5 and shit, growing up, this shit was taboo. I remember when women didn't even want to talk about sex, man. All right, or even a man kind of like feeling on them shit. They were wearing dresses and shit, all psychedelic. I remember this shit, bro. Like I remember being a little boy and motherfucker had, the men had their pants up here, nice Kango on, shirts smelling good. Women had dresses on. It had somewhat of what's the word?
Modesty.
Yeah.
Hey, as you just said, when we were growing up, that was something taboo that people didn't talk about. Like if you knew a sodomite, hey, they get messed with. As it says back in 2 Esdras 5 and 7, and the sodomitish sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. Hey, this shit was pushed really hard in the past with Caitlyn Jenner, that whole transgender thing back in 2015. That's when the ball started rolling quickly, and now we're at the point to where they say, hey, if you don't want to pop a sodomite, then hey, you're a bigot, you're a sexist, you're committing a hate crime, you need to go to jail, etc., etc.
You know what your phone? If I was the devil, that nigga shit said 1965.
And gone with that whole, sodomite agenda, or in the book they has called the gay agenda. Hey, they coming strictly for Jake, man. They want you to be, the front face of sodomy out here. They got Jake in fucking high heels. You got Big Boy, long blonde ponytails. You got RuPaul all over fucking TV all got time you look.
There's a transcript of it.
It's Isaiah 1 and 10. Hear the word of Yahawashi, ye rulers of Sodom. Give ear unto the law of our power, ye people of Gomorrah.
So yeah, you rulers of Sodom. You can say what the ruler of Sodom right now is really the Rothschilds or Rockefellers, but the manager, so to speak, right now is Trump. Trump, he ain't condemning fucking fags and nothing like that. He's saying, hey, you gonna have rights too. So he's still in that wickedness. It was even what Trump even was, Giuliani was in drag and he's sitting here motorboating Giuliani boobs and shit. So Trump, he with it too, man. So he definitely ain't gonna go against this sodomite spirit that's going on in the land. He ain't gonna stand for what's straight.
I got a transcript of a guy that bumped shoulders with the elite bankers. His name is Paul Harvey, man. And he had a memoir that he wrote, a speech that he did in 1965, which you can find it. It's called "If I Was the Devil." All right, and the brother gonna let this is a transcript of what he actually said on the audio, man. All right, so let the brother go through it. It's lining up exactly what this brother is saying, man. This is exactly. I mean, really, it's like the brother was. What you were saying is like if you already knew him. I mean, he was back in 1965, man. Go ahead,
If I could just make one more point on the 2 Esdras 5, where it says the sodomitish sea shall cast out fish. What are the men of the Lord called? Fishers of men. And what does it say about Babylon? It has the souls of men in it. The fish in this great sea of people is casting out those sodomite fish, being fishers of men on the left-hand side, turning people into freaks, degenerates, scumbags, etc., etc., which is why it's going to be destroyed.
Gangsters, whores,
Hey, and this speech by Paul Harvey, If I Were the Devil, came out in 1965. And 1965 was the time you had all this, the hippie movement and the counterculture, when all these ideas really started taking root in America. Paul Harvey's If I Were the Devil. If I were the devil, if I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have 1/3 of its real estate and 4/5 of its population. But some old bag.
That don't make no sense. They just had to come get judged.
Oh yeah.
That's all. So even if you look and see the log on, this the day you came across me.
That's right.
That's all I had you do. Now did you come and talk? No.
Yeah.
That's there to come get their judgment, man.
Your whole life you were fucking around.
Your whole life.
And now you got judged.
Now you got judged in a second. Your whole life to fuck around and your judgment came in a second, man.
Arrive by.
A ride by.
62 years of living your life as a failure was all just made for this moment right
this
here.
This moment right here.
And I'd have 1/3 of its real estate and 4/5 of its population. But I wouldn't be happy until I seized the ripest apple on the tree. Thee, hey, you. Hey, it says his desire is as hell and death, and he cannot be satisfied.
Right.
And he gathereth unto him all peoples, cultures, and nations. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers, with the wisdom of a serpent. I wouldn't whisper to you as I whispered to Eve. Do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square.
Hey, that's from 1965. It's not that happening today. I'm let the brother get into it. My bad. I'm let the brother get into it. Like I said, you can break down. If you hear something, because you're going to hear some shit. Break it down, bro. It's going on today. What he's saying back then, it's been in motion, bro.
Hey, 2 Thessalonians, and he sitteth in the seat of the Most High, shewing himself that he is the Most High.
Read that last sentence again.
I would confide that what's bad is good. Oh, Khan. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around.
This is real quick. This is Psalms 100, verse 3. Know ye that Yahweh is our God. It is he that had made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture.
God.
With the statement was saying, like, you can look at young people today, like, they don't even much, like, want to deal with the Bible, because the first thing they be like, man wrote the Bible.
Yeah.
So the whole make-up-believe about God came from man.
Exactly. So now, they want to say, everybody like to say the big sky daddy. Now they trying to make a big fun, the Most High, like he's just some imaginary figure, or he's just a figment of your imagination. But hey, the Bible's been faithful and true the whole time, man.
Then he got this, my bad, he got this new thing going out. I've been hearing it for a couple of months now. And Jake been pushing this shit real hard, because I'm halfway in my sleep. My woman watching, what they call this shit? Housewives of Land, some shit. So some asshole on there was getting married, and he was reading his little thing to his woman at the podium. He said that the Most High, or he said that God, he brought us together. I woke up like, what the fuck? I grew up and said, like, what the fuck? My woman just looked at me with the laugh. I said, yeah, he said the shit. They believe the Most High is a girl, man. You can go ahead.
Oh yeah, I
all
heard
right.
that too. Yeah, they definitely saying that.
Oh, no.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna just.
That's that polite shit, like trying to make like God to be a woman, and saying like men come out the womb. Something about God is a womb. That's basically logic with woman, the Most High being a woman.
Yeah, that Hotep nonsense.
Yeah.
Black woman is God, and we all return to the great mother. All of this. It's all
Queen
that.
of heaven type spirit and all that shit. Like you said, it's the same thing over generation of generation, just remixed. That's all it is. It's still complete madness. No matter how you dice it up, how many you try to make it sound good, or how much scientific evidence you got, it's all bullshit at the end of the day.
Yeah, guys. This Proverbs 30 and 11 and 12. It says, there is a generation that curseth their father and do it not bless their mother. And that's twofold. That's twofold, man. Because they got a lot of people out here that actually curse their father, the creator of all things, man. Which is why he's called our what? Heavenly Father, man. You see? And they do not bless their mother. Their mother goes into basically wisdom, the mother of all things, man. All right, and it goes to their actual mothers too. All right, so that's twofold.
Even in spiritual.
Even in spiritual, yeah.
Even in spiritual for you got niggas that cuss them out.
Curse them out, yeah.
Because the elders, apostles get on your ass, or brother get on your ass. You leave and go about your business, and you go talking shit, making parody videos. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just dealing with the matter that's at hand. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you have, I don't know if you don't want to believe it or not, but the Lord, you have spiritual parents, man.
Yep.
Go ahead, that's a whole other topic.
Yes, sir. It says, there is a generation that are pure in their own eyes, and yet does not wash from their filthiness.
Yeah, that's the generation we got today. They self-righteous. They made themselves. They believe in me. You know, that's all this generation can believe in. You know, are they in the material shit or get money? That's what most of the generation of Jake now, you know?
Yep. Hey, their God is their belly, man. And these people today, their own God or their father and mother is their own selves, man. You see? It says, there is a generation, oh, how lofty are their eyes. And they don't just go into their physical eyes of looking. Your eye also goes into your pineal gland, man. All right? That's your what? That's your mental capacity, man. All right? Huh? Your lust, your concupiscence, man. You know? This is a generation that's full of concupiscence, man. It says, and their eyelids are lifted up. Yep.
And that's the generation you got. Motherfuckers in the camera all day long, love by themselves, you know? Taking pictures of this, taking pictures of that, or they need to get their likes up, you know? That goes to show you in the last days, man. You know?
About to die, man.
Got eyes. Yeah, look at their eyes.
What?
Their eyes are just looking.
Well, 18 wheeler when you do one, you know?
I gotta know what it is.
Just rearing that motherfucker. But yeah, but that's the wicked sodomite type of generation we in, man. Yeah. Everybody, they look at you crazy now. You ain't got no sodomite friends, there's something wrong with you, you know? Hey, you know, brothers, even people out here, you may have family members that sodomite, but we don't condone that shit. We ain't fucking slapping on the back and high-fiving them and shit, talking about, oh, y'all making progress, you know, one day you gonna be able to be looked at like me, you know? Fuck that. We still say y'all fucking wicked as hell, you know? We don't deal with you just because you in the family. You know, you still going off according to these scriptures. And you know, it ain't gonna be no cloak for your sins, you know? You was all wrapped up in your lust, being a sodomite. Hey, you still got to pay the price for being one, family or not.
They think just because they allow them to go to church and stuff that they don't have to pay consequences for their action.
And a lot of them know it's wrong, and a lot of them don't want to get right, man. You don't want to come out of that fucking sodomite nature, man, because that's a wild, perverse nature, man. You know, it's all also like a drug. You know, in the world, you start off smoking weed. And then by the time the next couple of years pass by, you out here doing all type of shit, man. Then you not only you doing the drugs, but it's what you do to do it, man. You know, they got men out here, man. Hey, they got men out here just for a couple of things of rocks. They'll blow another man's rod for that shit. So how much more been saturated in homosexuality, man? Next thing you know, you in an orgy party. All right, you bumping cats and blowing rods. Look at this shit, man. Why are you over here? Look at this shit, bro.
It's the same dude, right?
That's another one. Like, why is you even? What are you looking at, man? You had the whole blanket on. Are you gonna pull up over here? Like, it's just crazy. Look, check him out. Check him out, man.
I got one for you. The 2 Timothy 3, and we'll start at the top. Know this also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy.
And that's what we got today. You know, I mean, that's clear cut.
You got it. Okay.
But yeah, that's what it is. I mean, you can't be no more clear than that. That's these the last days, man. And you know, and all y'all was banking on this Black Lives Movement, you know, thinking, oh, they for the people, and come to find out, the fucking leaders ain't nothing but sodomites. Them bitches gay, you know. They hate men with a passion.
Especially the so-called black man.
Yeah, and then they put in, talk about now all queer lives matter or all trans lives matter. So
all black trans lives matter.
Yeah, so it ain't really nothing but a homosexual agenda again, you know. And so they had you out there tearing up the streets, burning down buildings and stuff, thinking, oh, you gonna get some kind of advancement in society. When the whole time they making more and more rights for gays. You know, leaving you in the back of bus again, Jake, but you keep falling for the same shit.
Hey, that's all the civil rights movement ever was. Going back to Bayard Rustin, who was
Bernard Rustin.
Who was MLK's boyfriend / advisor / friend.
A damn lollipop licker.
Yeah, man. He got caught in the back of a car doing, you know, just odious works of witchcraft, man. You can't even say what he was. He couldn't wait to get in the house, man. He just had to let it go outside, man. These are the people that control the so-called civil rights movement. And then what happened right after that law passed, they made the so-called white woman a minority. So she got all the affirmative action for you niggas getting hosed down, trying to get your daughter in the white man's school. For what? Man turned around and said, I fear I've led my people into a burning house?
Man. Backfire, man. Just to be get you on TV show as a fucking drag queen. RuPaul. That's what all you niggas, sacrificed all that for. Got dog sick on you, like brothers say, water hoses and all this shit, and you still ain't got nowhere. Now, after y'all done put all that work in, now they just want you to be sodomites, queers, and fags, and whatever, pansexual. That's all they want you to be, man.
Jake the face of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You go in Atlanta, soon as the plane touches down, the nigga that's doing this, he's doing this like a punk, man.
Yeah.
He's bringing the plane in like a punk. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh man. The nigga that opened the capsule to the plane, he's a homosexual. You get in the airport, you walking around, you see punks levitating through the bitch, man. Don't get on the Atlanta streets. Oh my, man.
Atlantic Mall.
Yeah, it's everywhere, man.
Ain't it?
The commercials, the sitcoms. What else, man?
Juan LaFontaine.
Anything.
Oh, that shit, man. Yeah, Juan LaFontaine. All you see is a nigga Juan LaFontaine out, man. That shit is ridiculous, man. You gotta be down here to know what we talking about, man.
Hey, he fight, he don't play.
Oh, he fight, he don't play. Juan LaFontaine, we don't handle your case. He fight, he don't play. Juan LaFontaine, we don't handle your case. Juan LaFontaine, Juan LaFontaine, Juan LaFontaine, Juan LaFontaine. And any time of the day, put him in a place. Pick up the phone, he'll handle your case.
Hey, just put in. You get off this video, man. Just put in New Orleans, Juan LaFontaine. Commercial, man. It's gonna blow your mind. This nigga up there doing. I don't even know how to do this shit, man. This is society, man.
That's it.
Hey, man, this very city here, they want to be rough and tough and gang bang. With the shoot 'em up, bang bang shit. But when they put up the Mount Rushmore rappers, you got homosexuals with you niggas, man.
Yeah.
And you niggas ain't got a goddamn thing to say about it.
Ain't it?
They with it.
They with it. You got the big Fridas of the world, the Katie Reds, and this one, that one, and you niggas right there. You got Man and Fresh and all them guys right here with the punk right here, smiling.
Hey, the game's a sissy boy too. He said about Dwayne Wade's fucking unicorn son. Hey, it's beautiful to see him raise his son with so much love. Hey, all you Jakes deserve to die a horrific fucking death.
That's right.
Fucking scumbags.
Hey, I can raise my son with much as love, whooping his ass, loving him. He don't got to be a goddamn,
You gotta put no dress on.
Yeah, put no dress on and all that other shit to do it, man.
Exactly.
I fucking soul said
All the child doing is what he been seeing Dwayne Wade do. So it wasn't nothing for him to catch on to that type of lifestyle.
And that nigga lips ain't pink for nothing.
And he gonna promote it. No straight man is gonna promote his son being no homosexual.
Exactly.
It's all the agenda, though, man. It's all the agenda, man. And like I said, the power elites control these guys. When they say some shit, just like that the Sean Jackson guy, when they say some shit, them niggas come immediately.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Immediately back and I'm sorry, it slipped out, I didn't mean it that way.
Hey, Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, that nigga too, man. Hey man, if you say something, you supposed to stand on that, man. Especially if it's something that you believe in.
Especially if it's true.
Yeah.
Man.
If you scriptures say the man slipping with his tongue, but not with his heart. If you genuinely make a mistake and apologize, that's one thing. But if you apologize for speaking the truth.
Hey, and they try to say that the article that he read about Hitler talking about the Jews was fake. Well, I guess the Times Magazine, Volume 2 of 1996, I believe, when it came out of Hitler. I believe it was 1996. Don't quote me on that, but it's an account with Hitler in the Times Magazine.
Hey, it was a Time Life documentary book.
Right,
like a notable publication did a whole book on the Third Reich, and that quote was in there. Not just that quote was in there, but they had a picture of a Jake that looked just like us, and under it said Juden or Jew. Then he had a picture of one of those Khazars, and it said whatever false is in German, that Juden.
Yeah, he had like a long that beak.
No, that hook nose.
That beak,
and the Shirley Temple curls.
Yeah, I saw that. It said they also used the word Oriental, saying that we come from the east, basically, not the west.
Right.
So that's what the word Oriental means. I saw that, man.
Yeah, man. So they chopping this guy down, saying he's alive. He might end up dead, man. His career is.
Nobody is backing him up with that. Like, you done touched the wrong word when you fucking around with the Jews, the Jewish. You done touched on the wrong thing. Nobody backing him up on it. Everybody keep telling me he wrong.
Well, the Bible's backing him up. This Revelation 2:9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Yeah, so those Israelis, man, they ain't the real Jews. You know, breaking news, like they say, you know, that's breaking news right now. They are not the real Jews. You know, they don't even belong in that land. You know, looking at the real Jews right now. You know, where's the say black them to the ground? Russell paraphrasing. You know, do it some pale and pasted, so-called black looking? Huh? Okay. Yeah, I mean that's where it is, man. The synagogue of Satan. You know, they control everything, all the industries. They got the media, so they constantly pumping out more lies saying they the people when we know they ain't. You know, they can go back and change documents. They can go back and say the lab died of COVID-19. You know, that's the synagogue of Satan. That's what those people are, man. And they know it. Just you low-level Israelis don't know it. You know, and just like these low-level people out here don't know a damn thing. You know, it should be clear now, man. Those are not the people. Just on a carnal side, man. But hey, I'm glad you ain't got that knowledge.
Yeah, they haven't gone through shit, man. The Holocaust, and like I said, we gonna still pump that up, man. That the Holocaust was fake. All right, you're not the real people, man. You didn't come on. The scripture says that you're gonna be until the time Yahawashi get back. That you're gonna be the low of all the nations. You the total opposite. You the everybody.
Creme de la creme.
You the creme de la creme of nations over here, man. And that goes into numbers, man. You know. But the Moabite even prophesied of you being on top in the end when Yahawashi comes back. You people are literally, you own everything. All right, you stay in the most wealthiest places in each city and each country, man. All right, and you pretty much, you have your history. You haven't went to another place on cargo slave ships. All right, you have a history of being hung on trees.
You own the damn cargo slave ships.
That's another thing. All right, your women ain't bald headed. All right, you don't have curses where you killing each other. You don't see gutter rats, you know, with their pants sagging, with the yarmulke and the shoulder temple curls, talking about you heard me blasting a gun, man, at another nigga, man. You don't see it.
I've never seen that.
And they take their money to each other in their neighborhoods, their businesses.
Yeah.
You know, Jake don't fucking go to no other Jake business. He got to, you know.
They have their own schools, own law firms, doctors' offices.
Everything.
They get pushed to the first. Hey, what Finkelstein said. Hey, we own everybody. We own if our wife wants to divorce us, hey, we own the judge. The woman's not gonna get half. We're gonna get our half back plus some.
Yeah, man.
This brother say all the time. Your whole time growing up, you never went to school with the so-called Jewish people, man. They go to their own schools, man.
Yeah. So it's clearly not an even playing field. And we've been the true people. We going through the total, everything down to the curses, man. To the very period in the Bible is for us, man.
Semicolons, all of it.
Yeah, man.
Every verse from Deuteronomy 28:15 all the way on down to 68. It applies to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans exclusively.
And what's that guy that be on that Edomite? He young. He said he's a gutter rat. He's on a show. He be on a show with
Max Kellerman?
Yeah, his stupid ass, man. So you telling me it's some type of plot? The blacks are the real Jews, and we've been basically covering up all this time and all. Yes, motherfucker.
Yes.
You know it.
Yes. That's exactly what you've been doing, man.
Right.
No, it's, like I say, now they calling. It's funny now they on ESPN calling us the children of Israel, basically, man. Everything's coming out. That's how you know. This is how you know Yahawashi is finna come back, man. It's an argument about who the real Jews are on mainstream media now, man.
Hey, Jake is saying, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it on mainstream media. Ice Cube, I'm gonna post, hey, we're the real people, and what they say, oh, that's an anti-Semitic comment.
Yeah, they don't even know what the word Sem means.
Yeah, man.
Shim,
Yeah.
Semitic's a made-up word.
Yeah. They just make it up as they go along, man. People are so stupid, they just
Newspeak.
go along with it. Yeah.
Newspeak. That's what it goes into the word newspeak, man. You know, this man carries names. He carries words on the fly, literally. Y'all brothers got it, man.
Yeah.
You want to get back into
That's
that?
a so-called
Okay,
white
go
man
get in
on
there.
Millstone.
Get into that. Let's get
Okay.
that. Let's knock that out real fast.
Okay.
And if I can say something too real quick, where it says, again, I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. Now this manifesto by him came out in 1965. Well, in 1966, Time magazine came out with an article called "Is God Dead?" The next year. Hey, it's all a orchestrated effort by these devils.
Yeah, and when you look at it, and all roads point back to the, Amalekite, the so-called Jew. They the one pushing this homo agenda. They the one saying, oh, there's no God, and this and that and the third. But every time you look around, when you look at the fall of money, so to speak, it's a so-called Jew with a hook nose right there, man. He the one, on these studios, the publishing companies, everything. The world is in his hands right now. You low-level Edomites out here, Joe Sixpack and Joe Plumber and all them, y'all the fucking managers for these Amalekites out here. Yeah, they tell you what to do, and y'all see Jake, and y'all already don't got a hatred for Jake anyway. Y'all love to put a foot in Jake's ass, The whole time, the Amalekites putting hell on y'all, but y'all don't do none of them because they look pasty just like y'all. But hey, they take all that frustration and they go straight to Tyrone on the job and make Tyrone work like a dog for 12, 15 hours straight, But hey, they won't lift up a finger when it come to these fucking Amalekites out here.
Oh, they'll be sucking ass to those Amalekites.
They the trendsetters. All right? The wicked is the trendsetters, man. It says, and this is my man's favorite verse, man. It's Psalms 12 and 7, man.
12 and 8.
12 and 8, Salaki, man. When the wicked is
when the vilest man is exalted, the wicked walk on every side.
Right, and the wickedness walk on every side. They're the trendsetters, man. All right, they set the waves out here, man. All right, all these performers and actors, all these people that's in Hollywood and different things of that nature. When they coming up with these dances, guess who they was told to do that from? Edom, man. You got to get it right away. All right, this is gonna be the quarterly thing that we want the whole world to follow. The Shemmoney dance,
the challenges and shit.
Yeah, man.
The challenges, the haircuts.
Yeah, the haircuts.
The color hairs and shit.
Yeah.
A gutter rat, I forgot the name of this dude. It's an actual gutter rat. He had a book out. He pumps what you see in Hollywood. He pumps all that shit out on like a damn factory out, man. The lingo, all that shit, man.
The dude, what his name is, to do the Shemmoney dance or whatever?
Bobby Shmurda.
Oh, before that came out, he had to perform in front of the whole company, man.
Oh, yeah.
And it was on them to say whether, let this go or whatever, man. Once they produced that out, that's what it is. Just like the albums need that. Everybody else, all right, for this quarter, we want a whole volume of homosexuality. Whoever got the best, come up with the best albums of that, we gonna promote and push that on the radio, man. You got it, brother.
The niggas fighting to get on top, man.
Oh, it's gonna say that?
It's all in there.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead, read it.
Con.
Knock it out.
I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square.
Yup.
And the old I would teach to pray after me, O Father, which art in Washington.
Yeah.
And then I'd organize, I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. And hey, back in the 50s, they had something called the beat generation, which had a guy named William S. Burroughs, another guy named Allen Ginsberg, total sodomites, complete sodomites. Allen Ginsberg, gutter rats too. Allen Ginsberg came out with a poem called Howl, and it was a whole poem about how it's painful to be a homosexual in a society that's not for it. And then the dude William S. Burroughs came out with a book called Queer about being a sodomite.
Hey, every decade got a spirit on it. When you go to the 60s and 70s, they were pushing love out. With Martin Luther King or whatever, they was let's hold hands, and then you get the rap, then you get the crack decade. Every decade got a vibration on it, man. Which they want to torment your mind with, because none of those vibrations is of Yahawashi. None of them is of the scriptures. So whatever they're putting in the minds of the people or controlling the people is darkness, man. It's obscurity.
That brought in that line, because when we was middle school, they were pushing the vibration of terrorism.
Terrorism, yep.
From that whole
siege.
That whole thing from
9/11.
9/11 and
Yep.
shit. Terrorism,
yep.
Right, and then now it's on a whole nother fucking. It's on a homosexual tip.
Homosexuality coming in, and because like the brother said, the rap industry, the rap is trash. Even when they was making music, James Brown, them, you know, about the dancing and it was feminism, uplifting feminism, you know, the women, you know, I love you, baby, and Jaheim them, I do whatever, and put this lady first. It's all about bracing the things, man. They do away with that, and now you get your NBA young boys and your Kodak Blacks, and you just learning nothing, man.
The dumbest nigga you can find.
Just dumb. Whoever looked the dumbest, I think these Amalekites come together and say, whoever looked the most dumbest, we gonna push him forward, man.
This is what we gonna push out.
You got it, brother.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you say,
it's a senator in that shit.
Yeah.
Whoever sells the most and look the dumbest, we're gonna give you another $1 million senator.
With the worst hairdo.
Yeah.
And whoever got the worst hairdo possible, man.
That's why you got grown ass men like the baby putting on a big ass pamper, man.
Yeah.
Big ass Depends and rapping with no shirt on.
Yeah.
Bro. Damn. Serious shit.
Don't even get started on the so-called black woman in the rap game.
Oh,
man. Yeah, they finna finish her off.
Yeah.
You know, the nigga woman's already finished, and them so-called Jews finna go and just put the final touches on her ass right now. You know?
Look what Edom come out with the NFAC, man, the not fucking around crew.
Gun.
With Jam Master Jazz, the leader.
Yeah.
If niggas can't see what's going on, bro, like you need to be taken in your folly, man. Like, bro, a prude man foreseeing evil and hiding himself, man. But the simple pass on and a punish, man.
This nigga, a Hotep nigga, a Hebrew
Hotep,
Israelite,
he
and
everything.
a presidential candidate.
And a presidential candidate.
And
That's
astrologist
madness,
too.
man.
Astrologist too, now.
With no facial hair. What he going on 70? He don't got a one string of hair in his face, man. That's neither here nor there, but they brothers who want to have the understanding.
As soon as a Edomite or a nigga blow off one of them cannons out there, he gonna catch a heart attack and
That's
die.
indeed.
Yeah. Oh, did he? Doctor, did he die of a heart attack? Did he die of a gunshot?
No.
Oh, he died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
Damn, the shit ain't even get the sparking off good enough, man.
He ain't even gonna be out there when the bullets start flying.
He's gonna go back that way. Yeah.
Yeah, imitation Marvin Garvin, man.
That's it.
Niggas a watered down Marvin.
Yeah, Ireland,
man.
Ireland will be like, hey, you niggas need to go out there and riot. He's somewhere in the studio somewhere.
Yeah.
It's all a big setup. Cause I got an uncle that was in that whole Black Panther shit, man. Even when I was a young boy, he used to walk around with the ray on, shades. I'm talking about fishnets and shit, nipples all out and shit, all black boots. And he was serious as a motherfucker. He was manly, but even a couple years ago, I ran into him about the truth, telling him about the whole. The black,
you got it.
You go ahead, Drew.
You got it.
I'm telling them about the whole Black Panther movie shit. Like, yeah, you're right. That shit. You know, all them so-called leaders, or the guys that they came in, the feds came in with, when them guns got because they went to killing them niggas, man.
Yeah.
They went to shooting them. I'm talking about shooting up houses, fucking over, Jiggy. When that shit, when that shit got to happening, all them guys that they set up got the fuck. You know?
Yeah.
I remember one guy, I forgot the name of this guy, he on the tip of my tongue. This guy came out in New York, came out the door with his hands and he still blazed his ass up, man.
No,
Bring him up.
Hampton.
Huh?
Not Fred Hampton, was it? Huey. Maybe Hampton.
One of them, they went in his house while he was asleep and got him.
Oh, I think that was Hampton.
Yeah, I know the one that shot him up, they shot the house, they shot a New York apartment up they put all type of holes in that bitch. He wound up getting away for another month or so. And then he surrendered somewhere and they still killed him, man. You know? But this is society, man. What?
And then the ones who didn't, they took government jobs. Like, what's his name? Bobby Rush now? He a representative or a congressman or some shit. So, hey, Jake, no matter what, man, Esau got you figured out in this kingdom, man.
Yeah. This Isaiah 9:16. What's the man who come out that they call out for when brides come in and use by eating McDonald's and they rush them and dress them? L. Sharpton? Yeah. Hey, these people is a joke, man.
I do a CIA.
See, that's it, man. Even with the Black Panther shit, it was led by they had infiltrated. I mean, infiltration. They had infiltration in it, man. Anything set up have an infiltration in it, man.
The one chick that brought him all the weapons, he was working for the CIA, man.
CIA.
Yeah.
BLM, Black Lives Matter. Will make a point of it.
Man, and the ones, I'm gonna say this, man. It's cut and dry. Man. Anybody you see on a fucking medium, which is TV, they're all set up.
Gone.
Yeah, I done seen them even put people that's on a commercial with something happening. Not a commercial, but on the news real quick. They tell them to hold their hands like this. You know, talk like this, man. Anybody that's on that medium, man. All right. And I'm gonna say this. When you see so-called doctors like Dr. Oz, you see the guy that be on the TV down here. talking about coronavirus, every
hay bear or something.
yeah, them motherfuckers set up, man. What doctor you have ever known to publicize and put himself on a TV like that? All these doctors that got out here in each city, each country, what doctor you know that's really just pushing that shit on the TV like they have a show, talk about health? Them guys are set up. Anybody that's on the TV is set the fuck up, man.
They got a clip on YouTube of Dr. Oz saying that he never vaccinated his kids. And he argued with his wife about vaccinations. But he comes on television and tells you to get a vaccine.
Yeah.
But in private, he said he never vaccinated his kids.
You know what's in them.
Yeah, he knows what's up, man.
This Isaiah 9:16, it says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
Yeah, and that's his name, Grandmaster Jake. You know, he trying to lead you niggas into destruction, man. You know, who was that other? Who was that? Maybe it's not an Israelite, but a damn Egypt nigga talking about, hey man, whether you Hebrew, you Egyptian, we all niggas, man. What we gonna do? Follow that nigga, man.
The nigga with the dreads or whatever on the video.
Somebody get together. Yeah, go ahead and follow that nigga Grandmaster Jay. See what he got for you, man.
He said we black.
Yeah.
Man, we all black. No matter what you in, Israelite. He basically giving ups to the Jam Master Jay because he pulled out with them choppers. None of y'all niggas ain't pull out with them choppers and them things ready to shoot. But it's all paid for and funded. Yeah. So there was nobody going to do anything. They just want to put that vibration on people.
Zillionaire Dollar Entertainment, your ass will nowhere be to found, man.
It says...
He might have just been wearing a mask out there, huh?
Yeah, man.
It says, therefore, the Lord shall have no joy in their young men, neither shall have mercy on their fatherless and widows. For everyone is an hypocrite and an evildoer.
Right, because what we going into, the brother actually going into the same article, the manifesto, everybody's set up on, it's a setup. You got people controlling the borders on both sides, man. All right?
Controlled opposition.
You know, they got people that literally take the mindset of being, I'm the cop and I'm the rioter, man. All right? And they got the people that's actually controlling the borders, man. A lot of these so-called riots and shit that you see is not actually what you see. Even though you see it with your eyes, but it's not so. You got crisis actors out here. You got people that's actually setting up, you get the media to set up some shit. Because one thing about a camera,
deception.
It's deception behind it. Especially when you get into learning how to do software. They can make some shit on the camera look like it was done in the 60s.
Yeah.
And it actually was done yesterday. You know what I'm saying? This is how Esau played games, man.
They got new technology now where they can actually make someone look like they're saying something they're not saying, man. They can
deep fake.
That deep fake, use CGI to just completely make something up out of thin air, man. You can make Obama, Trump look like they're saying something. So what's gonna happen when you turn on the news one day, you see world leaders talk about they didn't fire nukes?
Yeah.
That could just be made up, man.
Yeah, and that's ultimately done, more or less the deception is out here for these so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. Yeah. Of course they do have their hand on the whole earth. You got that.
My bad, real quick. But who owns CNN? Who owns Al Jazeera? You know, Russia Today.
No.
Euro News. Who owns all these different media outlets? Newspaper. They don't even use a newspaper. But who owns the computers? Who puts the journalists on the job to write with these things? Because you know, like this. Go back to that article, man. It said that the old people believes in Washington. My grandpa believes what the so-called white man says, especially Washington D.C.
Our mamas and shit too.
They believe
Oh, they say take the vaccination, baby. Let's just go get it.
Yeah, man.
With no questions asked.
Read that part again.
It was on the news. It's gonna help.
We're gonna try to knock this out because this guy is showing you from 65 up to today, they control the board, man. All right. You niggas is too stupid not to find out. Okay, before I go. Hey, like right now, if I need to get to the other side of that fucking lake, I'm gonna do this first. Yeah. Alligators. Yeah. Is it sharks?
What's going on? Is it short a route? Yeah. Do I not have to walk, swim? You know, like is a boat somewhere? Or what I could do?
Is it disease infested water?
You don't know what's in the shit, like.
But you niggas, what you do is you just go walk right in.
Yeah, straight to it.
Yeah. Hey man, go ahead. I'm trying to knock it out because it's pretty much showing you, man, the mindset of thoughts of Esau, man. Going into what the topic the brother is on, man. All right, because we first got into the homosexual agenda. Now we moving. Now the spirit has been moving into this whole
Mind control.
this mind control of them showing the deception of anarchy out here, but the anarchy is set up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, huh?
And the old I would teach to pray after me, our Father which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa.
This is the main thing that is dull and uninteresting right here. This right here. All right. You gotta be a man. All right, also called sister a very great time to go through this understanding, man, because they're not teaching you in the schools of what you need to know, how to actually maneuver in this society, man. All right, go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, I could just say that's another thing. If so-called Jewish people are the real Jews, why don't they do any movies about King David, the House of David, the Edomites being destroyed, all of these, the Maccabees, all of these incredible stories in the scriptures? If you're the real people, why haven't you made any movies about this, man?
Don't have no zeal.
Yeah, none.
Yeah.
Even Solomon, man. I ain't never seen a King. Imagine a King Solomon movie. That would be the flyest thing you. But they're not from the tribe.
making it.
Now they promote being with women.
Yeah.
You know, King Solomon. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they want to be with men. Go to gym, though.
Hey, didn't y'all hear King Solomon died of the coronavirus?
Oh, you're right. That's what
That's fucking devils.
Just like that, he'll get the legacy of King James, man.
Yeah.
You know, they'll attain his legacy. They gotta do that because it goes back to who the real true Jews are.
I don't even
gotta
want
take that.
To be honest, man, I don't even really want to see no shit like that because they'll throw a gay agenda in that shit, man. They have King David being a homo.
Jonathan,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because you know, he said, I love.
My love passed the love for women.
They got niggas out here
Which
that we
is a
didn't.
difference.
They had niggas out here that we didn't dealt with in the past on different, what is it called? Different issues that came up about David saying, I love Jonathan more than my love for him has surpassed the love of women. Oh, he gay.
Yeah.
Oh, he said he gave a man a holy kiss. Like, you know, but that's the society. That's what they push, man.
Yeah. But love is fulfilling of the law.
Right.
So that relationship he had with him was basically, that was my brother, man. I wouldn't break no laws with him, you know? I wouldn't surpass, I wouldn't go to no evil with him, man. I wouldn't break, I wouldn't bear false witness, I wouldn't steal from him, nothing. That's what that mean, man. Niggas,
If I had to, I'd walk to the end of the earth.
I'll go to the end of the earth, man. I'm gonna stand up, on righteousness for him, man. That's why he did that for his son. When his son, and when he was like, he should be in my house forever, man. He took up on his son. That was Saul and him got killed, man. Because his son was not paralyzed. Yeah,
he had a lame leg.
Yeah, he had a lame. He was a little lame. Yeah, he was a little fucked up in there. You got it, huh?
He took care of him, man.
He took care of him, man. He owned it.
Go ahead, run through this and finish this shit out, man.
I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could.
Look at the hood. They put in the things that'll use the drugs, man. Like who? You done peddle narcotics in every bodega or ghetto or insignificant places y'all would call in America, man.
Then he has a war on drugs.
Then you have a war on drugs, bro.
That he controls.
That he controls. You got it, huh?
I've been watching Narcos for a minute, man. They tell you how the United States, man, the feds went down there, man, they were running all that shit, man. I said, even Rabbi Finkelstein said, all your top drug dealers, we the wholesalers, everything. We set them guys up. We chop them down, get ready to, man.
And raise up another one. And take the same shit we got, because before every election, I guarantee it'll be a big ass cocaine bust. And it's like whoever getting elected, he has something to do with it. It's just all propaganda, bro. The Coast Guard that found a ship that had 23 kilos of billions of drugs on it, bro.
They found a J.P. Morgan ship in the dock full of cocaine.
And who is it for?
You don't hear about it anymore.
Who own the ships and shit, man? They peddling narcotics, man. The ammo pipes, you got it.
Hey, like you're saying, it all leads back, and like you said, the author, you're going to finish the article though?
I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills.
That's 65, man. When pills weren't even the thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing back then.
It wasn't even the thing back then, man.
Yeah. One more time, we didn't take pills, we did home remedies.
Yeah.
We had a fever, Man, my grandma would sit me in a tub of cold water and break that motherfucker. Freezing cold water, man. That's just some of the home remedies, that that's what grandma would do. You got it.
I don't want to be
All right.
y'all's way. Sorry.
All right. Go ahead.
You got it, brother.
If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild until before you knew it, you'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every schoolhouse door.
And that's at the door.
And they got that today.
They pushed that with all these different Columbine shoes and shit, man. Sandy Hook was fake as fuck, man.
Christ.
You know? All this shit is bullshit, man. You can't see the smoking mirrors, Jay?
Hey, what George Soros say? Hey, the black community is the most easiest community to manipulate on the face of the earth.
Yeah, man.
And that is
Like
Jake.
the boy said, what about the Negroes? What about them? Hey, you give them a contract, hey, they do a good two-step, they can barbecue. What about them? They love it. He said they love the drugs.
Yeah.
You know, they love the fucking drugs, man.
Like what's the name said that Corey Holcomb told them when they give him that contract, like, hey, we're gonna give you some money. You can buy all the cars you want to. You can fuck all the women you want to in your neighborhood. What you complaining for? What you mad about? And that's how Edom do them. They get them a sign here. Don't help nobody in your community. Don't help nobody in your hood, whatever. Hey, you want to stay fucking them hoes in your hood, driving them cars? Just do what we tell you to do and play the game. That's it.
Give Jake $1 million record deal. What the fuck is $1 million, man? $1 million ain't shit. Once you spend it one time, it ain't $1 million no more. You know? Well, go.
But hey, saying all the roads lead back to Esau Edom, man. He got it all, figured out, to the gay agenda, to your Grandmaster J's, and all the other Judas goats. He got it all figured out, man. Hey, the balance is the seat in his hand, man. The Most High gave him that power to do that, and Jake won't wake up to it. And it don't get no easier than this, man. It's all laid out for you, but you still ain't gonna get it. But hey, anybody got anything?
I got some.
You got a little more.
Yeah, I'm almost done with it. Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbols of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who want until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what do you bet I could get whole states to promote Slakia? And what do you bet I could get whole states to promote gambling as the way to get rich? I would.
Doesn't have to do down here. Texas, they do a little hole in the wall gambling.
Vegas.
Vegas and shit. All this fantasy betting now and shit. Everybody into that shit, man. We talking about 65 right here. Go ahead, finish it up.
I would caution against extremes and hard work in patriotism, in moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned, that swinging is more fun, and what you see.
Homosexuality. That's all that swinging is.
Swinging both ways.
I'll take my woman, give her to another man, and I get his woman. Or me and the man get together, and the woman get together. That's what swinging is, man.
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, man. Picking me out of shit.
Being a damn cuck.
Yeah. What they call it? A cocko. Yeah, being a cocko, man. Go look that up, Jake. Go ahead.
Hey, Jake's being a cuckold right now. That swinging is more fun. That what you see on TV is the way to be. And thus I could undress you in public, and I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing. Paul Harvey, have a good day.
Behind the STDs, the Israelites, man. Ain't the poster child of HIV, AIDS, whatever, from New Orleans to Baton Rouge to fucking Jackson, Mississippi. HIV, AIDS, man.
Hey, they called this the Dirty South.
Yeah. no matter where a bunch of jakes at, man, the HIV rate is through the roof. And hey, they push all kind of STDs, they including the smallest like chlamydia, gonorrhea, and all that the so-called nigga woman is accustomed to, now. But hey, the devil playing devil advocate with that article. And hey, he got it all set up, man. No matter what you do, you are not gonna get out of the hands of the devil unless you got the Most High, man. You gotta have these scriptures, these law, statutes, commandments, and understand this Bible to break it, because it ain't nothing but a big spell. Like you say with the media, the left, the right, this one disagreeing with this one, and that one disagreeing with that one. The whole time they owned by the same companies, man. It's just a big script, a big movie that this devil directing right now.
It's Revelation 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
So yeah, that old devil, the serpent Esau, he gonna be cast out, man. Yahawashi coming to put a foot on this fucking devil's neck, man.
Hey, give me that real fast.
This is John 8:32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Going into what you were saying, that's the only thing that makes you free, release you from this society, man. That unplugs you from this matrix. This truth. Understanding the wisdom, knowledge, understanding the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding the Most High, which unplugs us from this fucking matrix, man. Or at least give us the what the movie is. They live. They give us the spiritual goggles in order to navigate to see what this shit means. Obey, follow. The different set trends. We know not to do that shit, man. Because one thing about us as men of law, when we see the people in society going this way, we going this fucking way, man. We don't follow that shit. We don't eat that bullshit.
Follow not a multitude to do evil.
Mm-hmm.
And Jake do it, man. Jake know that McDonald's is purely poisoning, man. Different drinks is purely poison. You gotta die someday, my nigga.
You die someday.
Yeah, we ain't fucking with it, man.
Yeah.
Are you telling me you really not gonna eat pepperoni? You really, you ain't eating that. You haven't eaten McDonald's in 12, 13 years? Yeah, don't fuck with it, man. At all. And it's like that, man. When we see a nigga eating, drinking the sunny water, I'm looking at the shit. They got the poison, man, the old poison shit on the side.
Got the skull and cross.
Skull and bone on that bitch. You can kill these niggas, man. That's how I look at shit. It's killing these niggas, bro.
Hey, you got all these people suing like Johnson & Johnson and all these other places because baby powder's giving people cancer. All this. So you should be able to put 2 and 2 together with these beauty and hygiene products giving people cancer. But who knows?
Yeah, they giving you women breast cancer and shit.
Yeah, with the breast. The
patent in the breast.
Oh yeah,
patent in the breast, man. Got substances in it, cancerous substances,
chemicals and shit.
The same devil will have everybody wearing pink to find a cure for breast cancer, but he's giving everybody breast cancer. Like
and he got the cure.
Yeah.
I found out about a year or two ago that the NFL promotes breast cancer, but only gets 5%. The breast cancer foundation only receives 5% of that money. Where the rest of that money gone? In the back pocket of somebody.
Some damn gutter rat.
Yeah, they set your house on fire and then send the ambulance to you.
Yeah. Right. They put on a fire suit and run in front of the house.
Hey, they showed you that movie Gangs of New York. You had these 2 politicians, one Republican, one Democrat, running for mayor of the city. And what the Republican guy did, he hired some goons to go burn a house down, and then he had the goons put a wheelbarrow, a little barrel over the fire hydrant and sit on it so the house would burn. And then when his firemen that supported him came, stuck the hose on there and put the fire out.
Yeah, it's like you say, it's propaganda. This 1 Corinthians 13 and 12. It says, for now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. You want to make a point?
No. I'm just agreeing with you, man.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, up.
Because the illusion.
That's how it is, man. Before we had this truth, we was looking through that dark glass. We was like, oh shit, oh damn, that will kill you. Or that will do this. It had you scared and shit. But once you get this truth, man, that fucking glass, it gets clear, man. You see right through the bullshit. And you see, that's some bullshit. I read an article on that before, I done seen the test results on the mice they done said about this give you tumor, so I know not to eat this.
Yeah. And people talk shit to you. Girl, I'm gonna just use my Hebrew name. Girl, fucking y'all can none tripping. Tell me they don't eat no minty fresh gum.
Yeah.
Talking about some shit with your brain. Yeah, I don't eat that shit. she got what it is? Aspartame in it, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Which fucks your brain cells up. Actually, it's like nuking your brain, man. Fuck with you. I don't eat the shit.
Hey, propaganda is only as good as who believe it. Think about it. If nobody believed the propaganda out there, it would fall face out. They'll have to try another method of doing things, man. Just like religion. You take the people off you take religion off the earth, the people still gonna be here, man. It's just something that's attached to the people, man. You see? It's just about that illusion, all right, that it's something there that is actually not there, man. Which goes into deceitfulness, man. Being deceived, man. You got it, brother.
And that's it is. Being on this earth, man, it's painful being here because, like you're saying, you got to deal with idiots all fucking day. You know, they don't like knowledge. You try to tell them something. Like you're saying, if you don't eat this, they look at you weird. Or if you try to tell them, well, you know, you can take these vitamins such and that, and they help you, defeat the coronavirus a little bit, so you won't catch it. You know, to slim your chances down. They look at you like you weird, like you lying, like you making this shit up.
You watching too many YouTube conspiracy videos.
What's wrong with you? How you know that shit? You know,
If it ain't Esau wisdom, they don't believe it.
It's the way of the earth.
You know, so
That's the way.
What do niggas know?
man.
Nothing. Especially somebody who know you. You don't get no credibility from somebody that know you and you trying to tell them something.
Do it.
Hey,
Exactly.
boy, they really the ones drill you in the ground. Man, yo, you used to have snot in your nose when we were little, but they don't got nothing to do with what we talking about, though.
Yeah.
Your nose used to always run. What difference it make, though, man? We 20, 30 years old now.
They
Like,
do that when you make them feel uncomfortable.
Hey, these scientists.
Crazy.
Hey, these scientists you Jakes believe in, they used to shit their pants when they were kids. What's the fucking difference?
What's the difference?
Right.
A prophet is not without honor except in his own home.
Sit
Man.
on it in their pants.
If any brother got anything they want to pull,
No,
you know,
I don't got no.
good. But hey, you say something?
Yeah, we.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna say before we go, we did a camp back in the wilderness because, you know, just when, you know, he started playing mind games with people. Just when everything is over with, coming out and going to stage 3, he started smacking back with stage 1 again, man. But like I said, he's gonna drag this thing out to the end of the year to where they can really just push this digital currency, man. This marketed beast, man. So like I said, before anything happens, we getting out the goddamn way, man. All right, it's still everything's. We in the mindset of thinking everything's still the same goddamn way. It's you, numbskulls out here, is running around running this rat race again, man. Thinking everything good. We still been on the same tip, us, man. So before shit get hectic, we get out the way, man. The Lord put the spirit on the prophets, you know, to be pilgrims and get the hell out the way, man.
Just to show how stupid you people are thinking things are going to go back to normal. I was picking up some food at a restaurant and they let people go sit there now. I kid you not. The man was sitting with his food in front of him with the mask on, and whenever you take a bite,
Put the mask on, pull it down, put it on the chew. This is madness,
Big
man.
dummy, man. With a bunch of goddamn marinara sauce on the other side of the goddamn mask. Big fucking dummy, man.
And all he's doing is putting food, is contaminating the inside of the mask. Like, that's all you doing, man. You see people driving. Man, I saw a lady in Walmart. She had the mask on,
and the face shield.
I was like, bro, she gonna fall out at any minute, bro. But I can say, bro, let people do their thing, man. You got it.
Let them have it. But, you know,
Go ahead.
hey, I hope that was edifying. And, you know, we're going to give all praises to
Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Microchip.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the sincere. I can pushing the truth all the world. Shalawam, keep pushing. Hey, Shalawam, we almost out this bitch. Shalawam.
Shalawam.